How's it going, guys? Kyle Schrader here again. Today we're going to be making a French dip sandwich. Traditionally, the meat used here is a eye round or top round. I'm going to be using a Rump Roast from Folsom Farm Beef. Using W sauce as a binder, a little homemade SP&G, salt, pepper, garlic all over. Keeping it nice and simple. We're going to smoke it on the PitBoss, and we're going to track it with a ThermoPro TempSpike. A lot of hands-off cooking. Then we're going to make some homemade baguettes. So I'll let this dry brine for a while, then throw it in the smoker. Made some Poolish. I'm following a Lagerstrom recipe. I'll attach my own personal sandwich style. Ratios in the description. Get all that Poolish out, mix your water in, break the Poolish up. Then you're going to start adding your salt to your dry ingredients. There's some malt powder. Add all your dry ingredients to your wet. Start mixing. This is a high hydration. I believe it's about a 75% hydration. If you want to make it easier, just decrease the amount of water a little bit. This is quite sticky, so I like to mix to combine to let it rest for 10-15 minutes. Do a set of stretch of folds. I usually do 2 to 3 depending on the dough and the conditions. Stretch and fold just and scoop it around. Once you get to a nice taut ball and you pass the window pane test, I like to let it proof for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Using the TempSpike, nice and easy. Plugs into your phone, plug it into your meat, set your temps. I throw it on at 250 so it's an internal 125 to 130. Should take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Or cook until done. Leave it on the rack, it's easier to take off and on. And that's it. About an hour and a half in, I'm doing some smoked salsa as well. Meat's looking nice and good. After the proofing's done, punch the air out. You're gonna fold it over. Lagerstrom has a really good how-to step-by-step on this. I'm following that to a T more or less. So pre-shape, round it off into balls, let it rest, drop some flour down, and you're gonna do the final shaping. You're gonna crush it out into more like an envelope shape, fold in half, and just go a little bit at a time and keep pinching and rolling, pinching and rolling. Close that bottom edge. If you want them thick, leave them shorter. So let these proof a little bit too much. You see any real big bubbles, just pop them. Drop some flour on top to make this goring easy. Put the bread in onto an inverted sheet pan, 500 degrees. I usually run it for 500, about 15 minutes. I turn it down a little bit so it doesn't burn too much. After you put this in, then put your boiling water into a hot cast iron on the bottom. Steam will help with the oven spring, so it's not like a cracker, and it's more like actually nice fluffy bread. So put it here. I keep it long ways to make it easier for me. So just like that. There. Boiling water, hot cast iron. And then shut it up. 15 minutes, check on it, remove the steam. These are the leftovers I had from a French onion soup video. Probably make a full-length video on that in the future. Making a simple horseradish sauce, so just mayonnaise, Dijon, a little bit of horseradish. Go on a sandwich, nice kick to it. After about 15 minutes, remove your steam. Once your meat hits at 130, let it rest. Slice ultra thin. If you have a meat slicer, this will make your life a lot easier. Love that smoke ring and get a nice pile of meat. Now check out these baguettes. Delicious. Go ahead and drop down your horseradish sauce down on both sides of your buns. Then we're going to drop our meat into that hot French onion soup. Swirl it around just enough to get it warmed up, but don't go too much because then you'll turn it to well done. Drop a nice big pile on your sandwich, top it off, dip, and dig in. This is delicious. That horseradish sauce is really good.
Just now getting around to that outro and that French dip sandwich. I am currently in the process of packing, so we're moving to Leander, which is kind of like a subset of Cedar Park. It's close to Round Rock, about 40 miles from Austin. So everything's getting packed up. I have my knife kit, cutting boards and other stuff left. Should be a pretty quick move. I'm gonna load up a U-Haul. It's about 50 miles to the new place, so I don't want to make return trips. So I'm gonna take a big U-Haul, get there in one go. If you want a ThermoPro, I'll put a link. Been using ThermoPro products for years and years. Typically the ones I've been using is Instant Read, and I use the wired remoteless probe. So new place is gonna have a much bigger kitchen. If you like this kind of content, stick around for more. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.